Matthew McConaughey, Texas football mandatory credit. Scott Wachter-USA Today SportsTexas Football has a funny approach to filling out one of the sections at DKR in their October 3rd matchup at home against the TCU Horned Frogs. Entering their third game of the season, the Texas football program will be looking to stave off the upset bid of the TCU Horned Frogs on October 3rd. Head coach Tom Herman and the Longhorns get head coach Gary Patterson in what should be a pretty difficult matchup on the morning of October. Kickoff set for 11 a.m. Central Time specifically. Texas comes into this game with a record of 2-0, 1-0 Big 12, after taking down the Texas Tech Red Raiders on the road in their Big 12 opener back on September 26. Texas Tech wound up blowing a 15-point lead with less than 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Texas came back to nab the insane 63-56 comeback win over overtime. In their season opener, the Longhorns took down the UTEP Miners at home by the dominant final score of 59-3. Senior star quarterback Sam Ehlinger was great in both games, as he registered more than 700 total yards, 11 total touchdowns, 10 passing, 1 rushing, 71.2 completion percentage, and just 1 interception. Coming into this game, TCU holds a record of 0-1, 0-1 Big 12, after falling short in their de facto season opener against the Iowa State Cyclones at home in Fort Worth. Iowa State took down TCU by the final score of 37-34. It was a nice bounce-back win for Iowa State after their disappointing upset loss at the hands of Louisiana in their season opener at home back on September 12. In this weekend's showdown against the Horned Frogs, Texas is hoping to get some momentum back in this series. Between Herman and former Texas head coach Charlie Strong, the Longhorns only have one win, and that came back in 2018. Texas still owns the all-time series edge over TCU with a record of 6-3, 2-6-1. Texas seems to be taking a more comedic approach to the game day atmosphere at DKR this weekend. Apparently one of the sections will be decked out with the Longhorn legend Matthew McConaughey's cutouts. In their season opener against the Miners 3 weeks ago, the Longhorns had a bunch of Oklahoma Sooners fan cutouts tucked up in the nosebleeds. Now a few cutouts of famous McConaughey movie characters will be in place. Last season, TCU took down Texas by the final score of 37-27. Ehlinger tossed 4 picks, by far a career high, in the loss to TCU, which largely cost them the game.